Okay guys, Heretic U here, and you are looking at the completed Doctrine Commission. That's right. First of all, happy belated Thanksgiving before this camera falls over and smashes my table. Yeah, so happy Thanksgiving. It is Sunday after Thanksgiving, and I have just completed this set of a Doctrine. Plus this guy over here. He's actually Black Diamond. The client requested that I paint that up instead of the Relic Knight for this little cadre here. That's why you see no Relic Knight. Before we go on to talking about stuff, I gotta give a shout out to, and I keep pronouncing this person's name incorrectly. Hopefully they'll put, if you can, please enunciate it in the comments, because you keep getting the anime theme songs correct. So this is Shuru Shinut. I'm just gonna say it like that. tell you correct me. Who got the challenge last time, which I would have accepted Madoka Magica, but they went ahead and clarified which version, which was pretty cool. So yes, which means that we have another theme song going. Let's see if you guys can get this one. Okay, hint. If you look at what I've got here very closely, one of the paint jobs is inspired by that anime. Okay, so there. Anyways, going back to my 50-point list that I'm going to be using today, and hopefully I should get some footage of the tournament, because it's going to be in a brewery, which is pretty cool. Starting with our questing night is going to be the same questing night for both lists, which is Delphine. So I chose Delphine because that's the only one. What? Stop it. You stop that phone. I chose Delphine because it's the only questing night I have for Doctrine. And Kisa is not painted up, so there's a painting competition, so I'm going fully painted. Well, I always go fully painted. Plus, I think she's got some pretty cool abilities. I like the fact that she gives her entire cadre Esper Master, which means that I should not have a wasted activation at all. Even if I screw up my Q today, Esper Master gives me so many extra actions that I shouldn't have a bad Q. I could have a better Q, but if I screw up, at least I could like steal Esper or get rid of AoEs or something with all of the actions that grants me. She also has some interesting abilities. I like Sikkim. Sikkim damage 6. It's whoever's in contact with her cipher. So damage is dealt through the cipher. So I want to keep her kind of out of line of sight, keep her hidden, and run around with the cipher, because you can't attack ciphers, and that's pretty cool. So it's a pretty interesting kind of way to attack and deal out damage. Plus, she's got some ways to call him back, and redirect damage to units that are in contact with EKIS. Alright, next up is going to be Token in Cecilia, otherwise known as Inappropriate Touching Man. I painted him up kind of like Master Roshi, because basically he is Master Roshi. This guy masters in everything, and so he's got a ton of ability, so no matter what my card draw is, I should be able to use something from him. Just to give you an idea, he is a Chaos Initiate, a Creation Initiate, an Ascension Initiate, and a Noviate Officer. So that's kind of insane. Plus, he's got some really built-in the abilities that he comes with. Along with those are some nice redirects, some AoE damage. So yeah, so he's going to be in both lists. And then I have a unit of, let me just show these guys off here. I'm going to use these Novitiates. Novitiates are just all around good. Alright, that's just going to be blurry, isn't it? Yeah. Just an all-around good unit. Good damage. Kind of squishy. I thought about taking 2, but it kind of limits the amount of other things I can take if I take 2. So, yeah, no. And then next I'm going to take a Librarian, who's going to run around, be my objective, kind of take up damage and soak up damage for most of my stuff. So if I have an objective base stuff, why is this so dark? Ooh, it's getting dark. It's very ominous, people. Anyways, he's just good. And then I have Hasami in my list, who just has some very cheap attacks and a nice guard and everything. So if I lose the Novitiates rather early, which tends to happen, people target them and they don't like them, I have Hasami run around and chop people's heads off with her giant scissor. Okay. Now, the other list is to replace Hasami with the prefix, which would give me better numbers and they would spread out more. So I'm thinking if it is more of an objective based scenarios, I'm going to use the prefix. If I need to push out damage, I'm going to use Hasami. Now a lot of you might be saying, where's Flametta in all of this? I do have a Flametta. The Flametta that came, or Fiametta, Fiametta. The Fiametta that came with this list, or this cadre, was already painted. The client said, don't repaint it. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to use her, because if there's there will be a paint competition, and so I have to make sure that everything I used was painted by me. So, anyways, that's sort of my list. That's my rundown, and then hopefully we should get some footage of each round, and I'll give you a little summary and stuff like that. So, I'll see you guys on